Father's Day is almost here, and I know that Father's Day isn't just a simple holiday on a calendar. For many of us, it's an annual energetic storm. And while the rest of the world is buying best dad ever mugs, you might be sitting here today with a heavy chest, or maybe you're trying to figure out how to navigate an emotionally unavailable or narcissistic parent without completely draining your own nervous system. And if you are an empath or a highly sensitive person with an emotionally unavailable father, then this day may feel even more intense for you, which is why I am bringing you this video today. And if that's you, let's just take a collective deep breath together. And just take a moment now to slowly breathe in and slowly breathe out. I want you to know that you're not crazy if you're finding this holiday to be really difficult, and you're definitely not alone. And so today I want to share with you 3 pillars for surviving Father's Day by breaking down the exact emotional survival toolkit for sensitives. And by the end of our time together, you're going to know the number one mistake that a lot of empaths and sensitives make that leave us feeling utterly depleted on family holidays. And if you stay with me to the end, I'll be giving you the exact phrases that you can use this weekend to protect your peace and feel grounded without causing a major family explosion. And with that, I do want to welcome you. If you're here for the first time or if you're coming back to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Jennifer and I'm from Compassionate Soul Healing. I'm an ascension guide and I help empath sensitives and spiritual seekers, just like yourself, heal their father wound by using EFT tapping, inner child compassion work, and spiritual energy practices so that you can really step into your own sovereign power. And if you are looking for more support with healing the father wound, then I will be sharing with you how to get my on-demand father wound workshop for 50% off at the end of this video. So you're definitely going to want to stick around to hear all about it. But before we talk about pillar number 1, let's go ahead and build a safe space in the live chat right now. And so I want you to go ahead and drop me a 111 in the comments if you've ever felt physically or emotionally exhausted for days after spending time with an emotionally unavailable father. Let's go ahead and look at how many of us sensitive souls are actually nodding along with you, because I want you to know that you're not alone in this. All right, let's go ahead and talk about why this hurts so much deeply for us empaths and sensitive souls, right? And we're going to dive straight into the 3 core pillars now so that you can handle an emotionally unavailable or narcissistic parent this Father's Day. Let's start with pillar number 1. We can call it the mirror versus the sponge. As an empath or sensitive, your natural spiritual design is to sense and process and harmonize the energy around you. But when it comes to an emotionally unavailable or a narcissistic paternal figure, this beautiful gift all of a sudden can feel like a trap. You've likely spent lifetimes acting as an emotional sponge, unconsciously absorbing their coldness or their resentment or their heavy silence. And deep down, your inner child thought that if you just held enough of their pain, then they would finally wake up and they would love you the way you deserve to be loved. So we have to flip the switch today from being a sponge to becoming a mirror. And I want you to know that an emotionally unavailable parent operates from a profound internal void. And when they project criticism or being passive aggressive or just a complete lack of warmth, it has absolutely nothing to do with your worthiness. It's actually a reflection of their own unhealed shadows. And I want you to know that you can't drink from an empty well and expect to get to be nourished. So you might be wondering, what can you do? Well, your job this Father's Day is to stop trying to fill their energetic deficit with your own life force. When you show up as a mirror, like the image before you, you allow their energy to stay with them. So if you're willing to do this, then I want you to type the word mirror in the chat right now if you're ready to stop absorbing the pain that doesn't belong to you. Okay, So let's go ahead and talk about pillar number 2 now. Pillar number 2 is what we'll call the somatic pattern interrupt. For many of us sensitive souls, the trauma response doesn't start the moment that your parent actually speaks. It actually starts the moment you either pull up into their driveway, or when you see their name flash on your phone, or even the moment that you actually just wake up on Father's Day Sunday morning. Your nervous system then goes into an immediate trigger response, and we call this an automatic survival response. And that is where some of you may go into fight, flight, or even fawn, or as one of my clients says, complete freak out phase, right? You might be doing all of them at the same time. But for a lot of us empaths and sensitives, we usually fawn, which means now we overgive and we're people pleasing and we shrink ourselves to keep them happy. And to break this cycle, you must practice a physical and energetic pattern interrupt before you engage with them. And when the nervous system panics, just so you know, that means all the energy you have shoots up to your head, causing racing thoughts and psychic static. And you need to pull that energy back down into your body. So what you can do is right before you enter that space. So if you're going to be meeting a family member, and this time we're talking about Father's Day, right? So right before you go to that Father's Day event, or you're going to make that call, I want you to pause and close your eyes. And then I want you to drop your awareness entirely out of your head, down through your heart, and then down through the rest of your body. And then I want you to lock it directly into the soles of your feet. I want you to feel the immense, unshakable stability of the earth beneath you. And then I want you to notice the powerful contrast between the chaotic, unpredictable emotional static in the air and the absolute solid grounding of the earth. You are now anchored, and the storm can blow around you, but it cannot uproot you. And so with that, let's go ahead and take another collective deep breath together right now. I want you to inhale peace. And as you exhale, go ahead and drop your energy down into your feet. And now go ahead and tell me in the chat if you can feel that grounding shift in your energy right now. Which brings us to pillar number 3, which I'm going to call the sovereign shield. Narcissistic and emotionally unavailable individuals actually thrive on emotional reactions. Energetically, what they're doing is that they're just simply hooking into you. And they tend to throw out sharp comments, even guilt trips, or maybe just a really harsh critique. And what they're doing is they're waiting for you to get defensive or upset. And the moment you react, you have successfully hooked your energy with them, right? So there's this hooking. And I want you to know that normal communication and emotional vulnerability don't work here because they do not possess the emotional maturity to meet you there. So instead, you must use a specialized empathic version of the gray rock, right? This is where you become emotionally uninteresting and unreactive as a simple, plain gray rock. And I want you to deliver your responses with zero emotional charge. And so here are some exact boundary phrases for this weekend that you could use. If they drop you a passive-aggressive comment, you could respond with a neutral and calm, "I hear you, Dad." If they criticize your life choices, I want you to respond with a relaxed, "That's an interesting way to look at it," or "I'm comfortable with my choice, but thank you for sharing your perspective." And if they try to drag you into an old family drama, because we know that that can definitely happen, I want you to gently deflect with, "I'm not available to focus on that today. Let's enjoy," and then whatever it is that you're a part of, whatever the event is. So maybe at the time it's food. Maybe this is when you're eating, or just the drink, or just saying the company, right? Just fill in the blank to whatever fits your situation. And I want you to deliver these lines calmly, without sarcasm or anger, because when you refuse to take the bait, then all those hooks drop straight to the floor. And I want you to know that you aren't being cruel, you're actually establishing spiritual sovereignty. So now I want you to tell me, which of these phrases feel the most liberating for you to use this weekend? And you can go ahead and comment in the chat and let me know which one that was for you. Learning these pillars intellectually gives your mind a brilliant roadmap, but as an empath and sensitive, that old paternal static and toxic family dynamics are actually held within your cellular memory and your energy body. And you can't just think your way out of a father wound, you have to clear it somatically. And that's why I created you another EFT video to accompany this one. It's called EFT Tapping for Empaths, How to Handle an Emotionally Unavailable Father Without Draining Your Energy. And I will make sure to include the link in the description box below for this video. This EFT video is designed specifically to help sensitives drop the heavy weight of trying to fix a parent who refuses to heal. It will ensure that you walk through this weekend feeling completely clear and anchored and safe in your own light. And if you really want to stop managing the symptoms of a father wound and want to heal at the root level, then I invite you to stream my complete on-demand digital course, which is the Father Wound Healing Workshop. And I'm going to be offering it at 50% off through Father's Day on June the 21st. And since this is a pre-recorded video, you will have immediate access to the session and you can move through this sacred healing completely at your own pace. Inside this deep dive workshop, you're going to meet your inner child in a really safe and loving way to begin reparenting them with compassion. You're also going to connect with your divine loving self. And your divine loving self is that really wise aspect of you that's unconditionally loving and holds all the healing within you. You're also going to experience a guided tapping session, a group healing meditation, and I provided soul healing journaling prompts for you as well. The recording is specifically designed to help you permanently release your father's energy, to restore your own wholeness, and just really open up a massive space for deep self-love. The link to grab this instant access course is right below in this video description. And before we leave today, I want you to know that you are allowed to protect your peace and to choose your own emotional well-being over ancestral obligation. And if this live resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. You can share it with another sensitive soul or a sibling who needs to hear this today. And don't forget to subscribe to join our community of compassionate souls. Remember to keep your energy clear and your boundaries strong, and I will see you in the EFT video next. And with that, I want to thank you for spending your time and energy with me. As always, I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.